All right. Definitely putting the counters here, making it bigger. Let's get down the God of Kinship. Let's get in for lethal. Train. And we're gaining 11 life next turn, so that's pretty sweet. And here's the 11 life gain, and that should be GG's, my friend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Kamigawa has brought us a ton of artifacts in this new set, but there's one artifact in particular that I could not wait to get my hands on, because this artifact allows you to play multiple legendaries with the same name at the same time, which, if I thought about it, there are a couple legendaries that I think just might break that on a whole new level. But before I break this deck down, it is a Naya legendary tribal list. If you're new here, if you find any value in today's content, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, it is a free way to help support the channel, and I'd greatly appreciate it. But yeah, let's talk about the list, get into the gameplay footage, and we'll meet back here at the end for some final thoughts. All right, so the card in question that I am discussing today is Mirror Box. This card right here is a card I'm going to be playing not only in this deck today, but probably a deck here really soon. But it says the legend rule does not apply to permanents you control. I mean, you can play any amount of permanents you want that are legendary as long as this is on the battlefield. Another great additive to this card is the fact that it gives 1/1 to each legendary creature, and creatures that are not legendary but have the same name on the battlefield both get 1/1 as well. So this card is pretty sweet. And as you can tell, we built a pretty cool Naya legendary tribal list behind it. Obviously, the cornerstone of this deck is going to be Halana. If Halana's on the battlefield, let's say 2 Halanas are on the battlefield, not only are they going to be stronger because of the Mirror Box, not only getting the 1/1 for the legendary, but also the 1/1 for having the creature of the same name. Halana is going to double trigger its ability, which is to put 1/1 counters based on its power on a target creature. So if you target one Halana, and then that Halana targets something else, it should be around an 8/8, 9/9, and it's going to be putting 9 counters on creatures. So pretty busted. Let's just say if we get a perfect turn 5 and we have 2 Halanas on the field, there's almost no coming back from that. So that is what we're trying to do today. The shell is as follows. We have a Hopeful Initiate up front to kick things off as our 1-drop, because it's going to be training a lot. All these creatures are going to be coming in are going to be very powerful. They're going to be getting 1/1 counters constantly, so the training is going to be happening a lot. It's our only creature that's not a legendary, but it plays pretty well with our 2-drop here, which is Catilda. I feel like you can go one of 2 ways here. You can go with the the Sentinel with the Magda, but I like this better because we have a lot of humans in our deck. We go Hopeful Initiate into Catilda. Catilda is going to allow us to get that mana ramp just like the Magda would, but it's going to do it in a different way. We're going to get mana through our humans being able to tap for mana. So we got the Hopeful Initiate as a human, and it's a great 1-drop to the 2-drop. So there's a lot of synergies there. Aside from not having the legendary, it's pretty good. We also have the new card called Kodama. This card right here is a 3/3 with reach, and it gives all of your modified creatures trample, which almost all your creatures here are going to be modified in some way, shape, or form thanks to the 1/1 counters that they're going to be receiving, and they get trample. And once they hit your opponent, you're going to be able to play extra lands for every creature that dealt damage. So that's pretty sweet. It can ramp you up pretty fast. Another new card we have is the Commander. This is going to be a haste 3/3 creature that's going to, once it hits your opponent, it becomes indestructible. It loses its indestructibility if your opponent attacks you back and is able to deal damage to you. So kind of hard to keep the indestructible on it, but if it gets the indestructible and keeps it, it is a really good card when you're talking about control matchups that run Doom Scars. We have Taurens for extra creatures, more training. We've also got a new card, the Wandering Emperor, in this deck because it's kind of fits the mold just fine. It's a legendary, so you can actually get multiples of these on the battlefield at once. It's a great tool just to kind of exile things. It's one of the better white cards we've seen in a long time, so it's gonna have a good spot in here. And the fact that it's legendary too, maybe getting 2 of these out at the same time, it's gonna be pretty gnarly. And then we've also got the God of Kinship, a potential 6/6 based on its ability to buff up when you have more legendaries, and the fact that we can ramp on its backside if we need it. We could drop the artifact to ramp up. And then lastly, we have one Morog just in case if we top deck this late in the game, we get 2 combat phases. It's going to be bonkers. So that's why it's in the deck here. But this deck is a lot of fun. The power. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention one thing. We actually made a change late in the game. In the video here, you're going to see that I was playing with Showdown of the Scalds at first, but the deck was a little too slow. Showdown was almost never relevant. So we put the Arnie Slays the Trolls in here. It's our fight mechanic. We're going to be able to fight a creature. We're going to add mana, put 1/1 counters on things, and we're going to gain life. So this thing fits the mold perfectly. That's why it's in the deck. You'll see just why when we switch from Showdown to this, you'll see the significance very quickly. But yeah, that'll do it for the breakdown of the deck. Let's get into the gameplay footage. We'll meet back here for some final thoughts. Peace. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's another day, another deck. Let's get it. Talking about legendaries today. Going with the Naya, baby. We had a Naya list not that long ago that performed really, really well as far as like a legendary, tribal deck. And we're going to try to do it again today. And I think it's going to be even better because we have brand new cards from Kamigawa that just absolutely boosted it to the next level. I mean, it's keepable. I don't like it, but it's keepable. Let's hope we can get the job done. All right, I'm glad we pulled that. That was actually a pretty clutch top deck there. We needed a red for the commander here. Commander's a pretty sweet card. Green, let's go ahead and we can add ramp this way. I think that might be better. Yeah, let's do it. Let's choose humans. We're gonna choose humans here because, okay, it's gonna get disrupted. That's fine. That's fine. We were gonna choose humans because it gives legendary, creatures mana, but it also, if you choose humans now get that ability as well. I want to play this, but I don't want to get your warrior disrupted again. So let's go ahead and play the Catilda and hope it, sticks. You love to see it. I am afraid of things like Doomscar. Obviously, Doomscar could be very problematic for us. Portable hole, okay. They're missing land drops though, so I mean we're in a good spot right now with them missing these land drops. So we don't need to worry too much about the Doomscar. Plus, this is gonna actually get the indestructibility on it. I'm gonna do it now. That way it's got the indestructibility, so now all they can do is bounce it. They can't use a Doomscar to get rid of it. Obviously the Farewell is a new card that exiles things. That could be bad, but as far as Doomscar goes, we're pretty well protected. They still missing land drops too. This is really good. We forced them to use a Jawari, which really kind of screwed them over here. This thing crews for 3, and it says whenever it becomes crewed, up to 1 target vehicle you control becomes an artifact creature till the end of turn. So it's like a double crew. Seems legit. All right, we're off to a great start here. We've got the Showdown of the Scalds we can play next turn. And we could play the Torrents, so either way, good to go. And the Torrents is cool. Whenever you cast a creature spell, we create a bunch of little tokens that are going to, when they attack, they're going to be able to train. All right, and they're crewing. Here we go. Here we go. At least my indestructibility. But I am not as afraid of a Doomscar as I once was, just because they are running a bunch of creatures now too. But then again, they just foretold something, so back to being scared. Interesting. I've got a very interesting situation here. Could play Catilda. Or I could hold that for their next attack. Let's do that. Let's hold this up for their next attack here. We control 1 legendary, so it's going to be cheaper to cast. So it should be a 2-drop, right? It's a 2-drop, and then when they attack here, I can deal 4 damage to an attacking creature. So what they're going to try to do here, I think, is they might want to try to crew and attack me to make me lose my indestructibility, and then they could sweep the board. But if they do that, they're going to lose their mech, so they're not down for that play. They're in a tough spot here. That Doomscar's in an awkward position. Very, very awkward position. We had the Halana, by the way, which is our main win con. That's weird. Dollhouse of Horrors. And our opponent didn't attack into us. That's also weird. Yeah, let's go with Halana here. Let's go with Halana, and we can give Halana 1/1 counter. Kind of would force their hand to Doomscar. You know what? This still might be okay. I can tap this down to bring this in, which would then give Halana another 1/1 counter, giving this even more damage, putting it at 9, exactly lethal. And yeah, if we just defend, we can kill him next turn. All right, I like that. That's fine, because they're gonna chump block anyways here. So getting Halana to a 4, and then that way when we go to attack step here, we put this to 9, and it has indestructibility, right? And this has reach, so it can block anything in the air. So they're in a really bad spot here. We have lethal over here as indestructibility, and if they want to sweep the board to try to clean things up, it's going to survive, and they're dead anyway. So we're in a pretty good position here. They will have about 3 mana though to make a play happen after they Doomscar. Maybe get another creature down to put in front of it. We'll see. I could have attacked there, but they would have just jumped in with the mechanic, and it would have, you know, still would have been in the same position here, and I wouldn't have had lethal had they Doomscarred the board. So I feel like this was the right idea here, because if I attacked in last turn, I wouldn't have been able to play the Catilda. Halana wouldn't have got as much, you know, plus on there, and the commander would have only been an 8/8. It's really confusing to try to explain what I mean by all this, but trust me, I think I did the right thing here. Yep, they Doomscar, and then see how the lane just opened up, and now I have a 9/9 for lethal. That's kind of how I expected it to go, but they do have mana here, like I said, to make something happen, and they're gonna bring back a token. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Let's go ahead and attack in here. They're obviously going to chump block. We have the Wandering Emperor for, you know, flash mechanic. Let's get in the Taurens though for now. And end turn. We flash the Wandering Emperor in this next turn. And by the way, legendary rule doesn't apply. We can actually play both of these. So we'll flash the one in on the end step. We'll bring the other one in on the main phase the next turn. This is gonna get interesting. This is gonna get very interesting here. Right away though, the commander's showing just how good it can be in this deck with the indestructible clause. It looks like they might have a Faithful Absence or something. They're highlighting it again. It could be, like I said, a bounce spell could definitely blow it out, which would be really bad. What's it gonna be? All right, another vehicle. I wish I could have got both these Wandering Emperors, and that would have been really sweet to. It would have been really sweet to see them both on the battlefield, but. Anyways, GG. We are cruising along to Mythic, man. We are getting there. We are Diamond Tier 1 finally. We reached it last video too, Diamond Tier 1, but had to experiment with some new decks, lost it a little bit. So climbing our way back now. Feeling pretty good about this deck. I think it can do it. I think we can get it done. We get to go first. It's keepable. We have the turn 1 white mana, so we can get the initiates both out. Let's hope we just we top deck 1 land. That'd be great. There we go. Problem solved. Problem solved. No attacks here. That's a defender 04. It's a big body, but they can also transform it and end up taking something out of my hand, which I don't like. I think I need to do this. That way I can ensure the fact that Halana will come down next turn before they can transform this. They can transform it next turn though. Maybe not. Maybe we just go all out. Balls to the wall, go all out. Just initiates, pump up. Let's get the commander going. A lot of damage. Nice. We killed the painter, which takes away their ability to get 1/1 counters on things. You love to see that. Hopefully no transformation happens here because we do have some really good cards in hand that I'd rather them not take. Okay, nice. No transformation. That's a 3/1. That gives something power and toughness of 5/5 though, and menace with this reconfigure. Interesting. Nice. We get the Halana. We love to see it. Now things just got interesting here. Things just got interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This is why the initiates are the only non-legendary creature in our deck, because of this situation right here. This isn't legendary? That's crazy. All right, let's go. Let's hold the Wandering Emperor for some combat shenanigans. Do this. Wandering Emperor can give... Oh, they're just taking this? All right, so they gave up, I guess. They gave up. We had the Wandering Emperor, though. We were going to flash it in, giving something +1/1 and first strike and all that, but GG's, I guess. That poor guy was deflated. They did not want to do this anymore. Oh, man. I know the feeling sometimes, man. I know the feeling. You're just like, you know what? Just run me over. I'm over it. Oh man, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. I'm a little tired. I'm a little bit out of it today. I'm trying my best to keep the energy high, but had to wake up early for my son's basketball game today, and I stayed up a little too late working on some stuff. So I'm a bit tired, and it is Super Bowl Sunday when I'm recording this. You guys probably won't even see this till like Wednesday, I'm guessing, or something like that. Opponent goes first. This hand is not it, Chief. Guess it's a little better, but still really not great. Let's hope our top decks are good. No. Not great. Green. Interesting. What do we play first? Do we play the mirror box? But if we play the mirror box, then we can't curve into the Halana. Because then the Halana won't have anything to put 1/1 counters onto. I think we gotta go Torrens. Torrens into Halana. Man, I gotta shave my head or cut my hair, dude. Back of my neck has got so much hair growing already. All right, let's go this, and Torrens is in play. I am afraid though, because I'm afraid of our friend here running the snow mana. That's the second time we're seeing that bad boy. What do you take, huh? I do draw a card, so this could be a good thing. I know the Revealing Eye is pretty awesome because you can take whatever you want, but it gives me another card, which could end up being just as good. We'll see. Halana goes, Initiate comes in. That is not a better card. All right. Fair enough. Let's drop the mirror box here. Let's drop the Hopeful Initiate. No attacks. Scalds comes down next turn, and then we start pumping our things up, and we get in for some attacks. It's gonna be nice. Go blank. Are you kidding me? That's annoying. That is annoying. And they have containment breach, by the way, which takes care of the mirror box. That's not bad. That's not bad. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. That's what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Bam! Later. Time to get in for some damage. You better start doing something because we are going to get in for some damage every turn now. Better start thinking about defense instead of discarding my hand. I'm getting sick of you discarding my hand. All right, Lolth. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, another Scalds. That's not bad at all. Let's play the first one here. See what we hit. Hopefully some good stuff. Initiate. Nice. I can't play it though. Feels bad. That goes up to a 3. All right, let's do this like this.
Strike fast and strike hard.
All right, are they gonna protect their Lolth? Here we go. Big decisions to make here. Big decisions. I also have quite a decision to make here because I have the Morag, the one and only in our entire deck. So if I hit a land here, 3, 4, 5. If I hit a land here, I can cast it, but I am giving up 2 other cards. I don't know. I don't know what the play is here. Morag wouldn't be able to give us its like value until the following turn when we can drop an extra land down. I don't know. It's asking a lot. Maybe I have to let Morag go. We'll see. That's a desperate plus, or that's a desperate 0. Maybe Blood on the Snow here is coming our way. Is it for creatures or for my Planeswalker though? Infernal Grasp. Okay. This still has training. All right. In that case, we'll drop the commander because the commander is indestructible. So let's go ahead and drop the commander here. Let's do it like that. I am afraid the commander is going to get blown up here by some sort of instant speed removal. It's making me a little nervous. Yeah, the fact that they're holding priority here and taking all this time is stressing me out, I can't lie. They might protect their Lolth though. I hope that's the case. Maybe they protect their Lolth. No, they Infernal Grasp. Okay, of course. I still train though, and Lolth is dead. So I mean, that is some decent value. Decent value. I have another commander too, so it's not all bad news. There's the Blood on the Snow. We knew that was coming sooner or later. I still keep my Planeswalker though, so we're in still pretty solid shape here. If I go here, I'm left with 2 mana potentially, and what does that leave me though? All right, let's do it. Screw it. Nice. Okay. We do hit there. As long as we get a creature out of it, I'm happy. As long as we get a creature, I'm happy. We've got plenty of loyalty on our Wandering Emperor here. I am afraid of another Blood on the Snow though, which is kind of annoying. But we have a commander, and like I said, it does get indestructibility. And we love that the legendary rule does not apply because we can just play the Taurens right into another Catilda here. All right, well, those 2 spiders are definitely getting through, but then they're leaving themselves wide open for a return attack here. Nope, they hold up for a blocker. All right, not going to be able to get through, unfortunately. Not going to be able to get through to like a Planeswalker here. I wish I could. I could actually Play this though. Oh man. Blood on the Snow is such a blowout here. All right, well, I can't get through the spider, unfortunately, so that kind of gets me in a bad spot here because it's going to allow our opponent to not only draw a card with Lolth, but they're also going to get a little bit of card selection with their Onyx as well. Top 3 cards too, so they're going pretty deep in their deck. They should be able to find themselves a Blood on the Snow, which feels so sad. And once they do that, they can get more spiders, but they go for the card draw. Okay. I'm really surprised they haven't used that containment breach yet. I'm getting so much value out of this mirror box. Like if they just blow up the mirror box, one of these Catildas dies. It's like a 2-for-1. I don't want to give them any ideas, but they're in such a good spot right now to end me. Oh, the mirror control. Not bad. Actually, they threw this down for green earlier, didn't they? So they're soul tie. Oh yeah, for the containment. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, our board's looking really healthy right now. If they don't have a Blood on the Snow, I mean, there's a chance we could pull this out. All right, so you're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. Very small chance, but a chance. There's the containment breach finally. All right. We'll keep you. This destroys artifact, enchantment, non-basic land. All right. We need something without training to get this 1/1. All right, we will give you the first strike.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Yeah, I think all I care about here is killing Onyx, right? Catilda dies, but so does this. Let's say they block here and they block here. They take 5. So yeah, no wait, hold on. Here, here, and here. They take 2. So I do have to swing all here. I do have to swing all. That's a bit unfortunate. Onyx just cannot stay. Onyx is too powerful a planeswalker. Way too powerful. Does this say if it deals combat damage to a player? It does. Okay. Just checking. Just checking. All right. Lolth gets all this loyalty. That's fine. They're going to get more spiders, but I don't really care as long as Onyx is dead. Now we can kind of focus on not taking ping damage every single turn for 2. Ouch. I just headbutt my mic. Now we don't have to take that 2 damage every single time they cast a spell, which is huge. All right, Lolth is gonna draw a card. Interesting. That means Blood on the Snow, right? Which means they get back their Onyx. Oh man, that's brutal. That is brutal if that's the case. We gotta pray they don't have it. Wow, they didn't have it. Are you kidding me? Oh, they almost always have it. So I was so convinced it was over for us. Oh my god, no Blood on the Snow. Let's freaking go, man. Man, we dodged a bullet on that Blood on the Snow, man. I'm telling you, I'll tell you what, man. Holy, they had me stressing out. Let's go up against Hero. You're not gonna stop me from getting to Mythic though, my friend. Get out of the way. All right, this is pretty cool. We've got a ramp card with the crest. Yeah, I think it's keepable. It's a little scary, but it's keepable. What do we go for first, actually, though? I probably don't have a turn 1 play, so let's drop the multicolored land now. Thalia, oh, you're gonna make my ramp card more expensive? How dare you? How dare you? All right, well, there goes that plan. Thalia is here to ruin the day. And they follow it immediately with an Adeline. Yikes, 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 yikes. All right, we're gonna need to see some land here if this is gonna work. I think dropping a 3/3 feels pretty good as opposed to a 2/2, but yeah, the 3/3 stops Thalia from attacking in. So let's get down to 3/3, see what we can do with it. It's also got the reach. Not that it's gonna matter, but if they do drop, you know, Spellbinder or Redain, it'll help. They're highlighting it, so does that mean they have a Brutal Cathar? This could be an absolute blowout if this is like an exiling like type of list. Really hoping to find that mana here. Gotta find that mana. Don't like this though. This is getting a little crazy. They make it a 3/2, so now they can attack freely. Taking a lot of damage here. Taking a lot of damage. Oh, brother. And we missed our land drop. That is going to crush us. Yep, I think this was just an absolute blowout, unfortunately. Missed our land drops. The Thalia came through early, made things difficult on me, took away my ramp plan. Probably should have kept that hand, to be honest, but GG's. All right, I don't like doing this in the middle of videos, but you know what? We've already got a few games under the belt. I can't redo it, so I did make a slight change after that mono white game. I feel like the mono white kind of exposed the fact that we're a little too slow. I feel like it's not yeah, I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's just a little too slow, so I made a change. I took out Scald, so we had Showdown of the Scalds in, and we added in a different enchantment. The name of it, I slipped my tongue here. Arnie Slays the Trolls. That's going to be our new fight mechanic. Should be a lot of fun, man. It should be fun. It also gains us life. It also goes right into our synergies of wanting to get 1/1 counters on things, so it should be pretty awesome. We've got a mirror box right away, so hopefully we can get some good stuff going here. As long as we hit a land, we're gonna need to hit that land. Gonna need to hit that land, man. We're playing against a blue player, and you know they have Fading Hope because of the holding of the priority there on, you know, a 1 mana blue. So they foretell. Oh, I do get my mirror box in. That's huge. That is huge. Basically a free training there. What is the card they foretold? Could be a lot of things. Saw It Coming comes to mind. Behold the Multiverse I've been seeing a little bit more of. I would assume though it's Saw It Coming if I had to take a guess. Alright, let's go ahead and get the commander in. They only have 1 mana left over, which is a Fading Hope, unfortunately. So they are going to Fading Hope the commander back to my hand. Feels bad. Had to play it pre-combat just in case, though. It has haste, so getting in and getting that indestructibility would be nice. All right, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Let's see here. What do they got? Iteration. All right. I'm afraid of Saw It Coming. I have a feeling that's going to hit us on this next go around. Ooh, they didn't hit a land, which means they wasted an iteration here, unless they're willing to cast it. If they're willing to cast it, that's good for us. Nice. All right, so invitation has been set. They tapped themselves out. They know the commander's coming in this turn, so might be important, but I don't think it's as important as not missing our land drops. Could be important though, you never know. Down to 1, and we have another commander. Plus this commander has indestructibility, so you better have a bounce spell for that. I don't know how you're gonna sweep the board effectively though for 4 damage and still bounce it. Yeah, see, that's not enough. It's not enough to get the job done, my friend. Just for good measure, a little Halana coming in hot. GG's. Is not as much of a problem as mono white, that's for sure. All right, that went much better. We didn't get a chance obviously to use our trolls, but our Arnie, but it still went well. That was a good matchup for us, I think. All right, Arnie slays the trolls is in hand this turn. We don't have a creature though to fight right away with, so this could be a debate here. We might end up keeping this, never drawing an early creature, and then this might just be worthless. We'll see, because then we don't have a play till turn 4. I'm gonna give it a shot though. We'll see. Rakdos, huh? Okay, so they got a painter. Gotta get rid of that painter. Okay, we do get a play here on a turn 3. That's nice. That's really nice. I like this card a lot too. It's gonna allow us to get a lot of land if we can get some attacks through, if we can be aggressive, which I'm hoping we can be. A braid? You savage. Alright, looks like it's gonna be the Wandering Emperor then. That's a pretty good card though too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Wandering Emperor here, and I'm actually gonna okay, you know, I'm not gonna minus. That's a bad play. I was gonna throw it in there minus the painter because I wanted it off the field, so that way if they, let's say, get a Goldspan Dragon, it doesn't come in with the 1/1 counter. But instead, let's let the Goldspan Dragon come in and we'll exile that instead. All right, come on in. Whatever shall I do? Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. All right. Not bad. Not bad. All right, we could get a Samurai and put 1/1 counters on it, or I could just do a Halana and give that the 1/1 counters to make it bigger. So when I do get in other creatures, it'll be bigger and adding more 1/1 counters. And it has reach too, which is nice. It has reach. Another Goldspan Dragon. Kinda was worried about that, I can't lie. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I think Halana's a little too valuable to block with here. I think I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna choose human. We're gonna get down this. Now we have 3 legendaries on the field, right? And I think I'm gonna get aggressive here. Yeah, I think aggression is gonna be key here. They've only got a 5/5 flyer right now. They're down to 12. We're down to 20. So we have 3 legendaries now. So if we play the God of Kinship here, it's gonna come in with the power of 6/6, which is really big. And yeah, man, that'll be nice. Ren is not good though. Ren is a big creature. We're still getting bigger creatures in them though, which is wild. I could also fight it with the Arnie slays the trolls. That could be pretty awesome. Could be pretty sweet. Oh, the Abrade, you savage. This doesn't matter too much. It is annoying, but it doesn't matter too much. I can't play the Arnie. Can't play the Arnie. I mean, I could. Hopefully they decide to block this. Not with that though. That's actually not bad. That's actually not that bad. All right, and now with the Arnie out there, thank you. That was actually pretty nice, huh? All right, now with the Arnie out there, we're gonna gain a ton of life. So if we could just survive a little bit here, maybe a turn or two, we're eventually gonna be able to gain life equal to the greatest power among creatures I control, which is a lot. Which is why I added this card over the Scalds, and it's already paying dividends. Let's go. Already doing well with it. All right, Magda comes in. They eat some treasure to play it out. They want to get aggressive with the Magda. You want to get wild with the Magda? All right, definitely putting the counters here, making it bigger. Let's get down the God of Kinship. Let's get in for lethal. Train. And we're gaining 11 life next turn, so that's pretty sweet. If we survive, that is, which we should. We have a first strike reach, so we can block the Goldspan Dragon now, no problem. Plus our 11/11 had vigilance, so it can also block down low. There should be no reason why I can't survive this turn to gain 11 life. That's a desperation minus there. Ooh, they see it, they see it. They almost messed up. And here's the 11 life gain, and that should be GG's, my friend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got him. All right, we have time for one more game here. Let's get it. Let's get it. The more I thought about it, I actually think that Arnie, who slays the trolls or whatever, is in the original list that I put together. I guess we can keep this. I mean, we go first. If we weren't going first, I'd say no, but going first, this might be okay-ish. Definitely not ideal, but all right, the Pit Fighter comes in. Yikes. And we draw the same card. Looks like the shuffler's on its you know, on its thing that it does. Looks like it's ready to do its thing. Let's get this bad boy in there. They do have 2 mana open, so Dragon's Fire and, you know, instant speed removal is up there as a possibility. Yep, looks like they got it. Play with fire. Okay, double play with fire. I mean, 2 for 1. I'll take those all day. Nice. Two for 1 is a very good deal for me. Nice. Let's go. Okay. Let's see how they want to attack here. We're going to Wandering Emperor minus, gain some life, take out some old creature-onies. Chandra's annoying, but I got a hasty creature to attack and kill it next turn. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take the dub here. I think we played this one pretty well, if I'm being honest. Like, the sequencing here worked out really nicely for us. Chandra deals 1. Nice. Gone. Doesn't matter though, because you're dead, my friend. So all we have left to deal with is the Pit Fighter. Oh, wait. Is this not a 4/4? Oh, geez. I'm so used to being a 4/4 because of its because of the artifact. That was a little bit of a mistake. Not a mistake. I still think it was the right play no matter which way you slice it, but it's just, it's annoying that it didn't work out for us there. All right. We'll go with another wandering play here. This right here says it deals 2 damage to you. Exile top card of your library. You may play that card this turn, activate as a sorcery. And then it turns... Oh yeah, I've played that card before. I remember that card. It's a good card.
Aw, you're looking a little singed.
Alright, they go for the top card. Let's see what it is. It's another Chandra. Okay. I mean, that would be a smart play, I guess, because it does come in with a 3 loyalty, and then they can plus it again. Seems good.
Go ahead, fight me as hard as you can, because I'm real stubborn.
There you go. And we'll minus here. We definitely misplayed the first Wanderer, the more I'm thinking about it now too though, playing it pre Chandra's ability. All right, we draw another card out of their hand. I'll take it. Okay, let's try it one more time. Let's try this one more time. How many wanderers is it going to take to get through to you? They're doing a really good job, though, of holding back Chandra's ability till the second main phase here. All right. Let's see if we can kill it this time. We'll see you later.
But I'm going to end it.
And do you have some sort of burn spell? I'm sure you do. Shocker. Maybe they're gonna kill their own pit fighter so I don't gain the life. I don't know. Is that a thing that they should do? I don't think so, but maybe that's what they're contemplating. They have highlighted their pit fighter a few times here. All right, they're gonna just draw a card, sacrifice vampire. Makes sense. Makes sense. 2 mana left over. Is that any target? Oh, it's both. It's both, my friend. All right. Modified creatures have trample. What does that say? It says when you cast your next creature spell this turn, that creature enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. And then this thing comes in as a hasty 2/2. If a creature dealt damage this turn, my source you control would die, exile it. Okay, got it. So they kicked it once. No, did they not kick it? It got the 1/1 from here, so they don't kick it. I thought I got the 1/1 from kicking, but it doesn't kick. They got the 1/1 from here. That does have haste. I will make the trade if they want to. Maybe not. Do I make the trade? I don't know. Maybe you do it like this. That seems fine. That seems fine. All right, so only when I deal damage to a player do I get the benefit. Having a bit of a rough time here with this opponent, I can't lie. All right, now they get a 2/2 haster coming in hot. Yikes! This person is this mono red is tough, man. All right, we are down to 3. Pretty scary because the Royal Eruption ends it, Inspiration ends it. There it is. GG's. All right, well, we took an L against mono red. I definitely didn't play it top notch either. I made some mistakes along the way, but please forgive me. And yeah, let's end it with some final closing thoughts. That'll do it for today's gameplay footage, guys. Thank you so much. If you made it this far into the video, I am going to break this thing down a little bit further. But before I do that, I want to say huge shout out to everyone who can hear the sound of my voice right now, because you guys have no idea how much you are helping the algorithm push my videos out to more people and getting the numbers up on the channel. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that support. Yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. So I'm going to be brutally honest. This is not the most powerful of lists we've come up with in days, you know, but very fun. I think when it goes off, it's one of those decks. When it goes off and can't be stopped. When it's too slow or the mana's not there, things can get a little rocky, especially in an aggressive field, you know, with the mono whites you saw. There was some play testing going on here where I won a few, lost a few, and I kind of got some feels for it. That was with the Showdown of the Scalds in there and not the Arnie. So we've had a lot of success with the Arnie, but when we had Showdown of the Scalds, it was definitely kind of, you know, struggling against the mono whites, the mono greens, things that were a little more aggressive. We were able to outscale most of those things later in the game, but it was too late by then. By the time we got set up and our things were getting bigger and bigger and bigger thanks to Helana, it was already too late. Torrens was trying to, you know, throw down chump blockers for us as much as it could, but it was just, the mana consumption was just a little too much. So if there's a way that we can ramp even further with, you know, not just Catilda and the Initiate, I would throw it in there. The Sentinel Magda is, I would argue it's pretty similar. I mean, I wouldn't think it's too much of a difference. It's the more recognized combo, I would say, that people try to do. But eating up treasures, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I like that over the Catilda play. The Catilda with the Hopeful Initiate, it's basically the same thing. You're ramping up that way as well. So I'm not too sure which one's better. You can kind of decide. I like the fact that our deck has a lot of humans. So I think Catilda works pretty well with getting us additional mana. but ramping might need to become a thing you need to do. So adding maybe some mana ramping spells in this deck could be helpful. But I don't know. Maybe it's just some more early interaction, more early bodies. I really highly, I took a lot of time to think about Thalia in this deck because it is a white legendary creature. But Thalia does kind of shut down our own Arnie, and it shuts down our own mirror box, which is really not good because if you get a hand where you have a Thalia and a mirror box, you can't play Thalia into mirror box. It really kind of puts a wrench in things. So it kind of beats your own deck up a little bit because you do run non-creature spells, but it is something I considered for more early, board presence. So there are some things that you want to maybe add in the 1 or 2 drop slot to try to help you out. The problem with the legendaries right now is that if you type in legendary, there is no 1-drop creatures that are any good. There are a few options, like there's a 2-drop here, but no 1-drop in white. You've got no 1-drop in red, but you have a couple 2-drops. There's no early interaction, unfortunately. You got this, it's an artifact, not a creature. There's no bodies to put in front of your opponents early. So this is going to be a deck that you're going to have to kind of bite the bullet on, and hopefully you get the opening hand you need to kind of curve out with the initiate and so on. But I feel like the initiate's the best way you can go with this deck because it's the best thing you can put out there to not only threaten the board, but have at least a decent amount of toughness to deal with the backlash of your opponent's attacks. But anyways, I'm kind of ranting a little bit here now at this point, but I hope you kind of get the idea and the point of what I'm trying to say here. It's a little bit too slow, but that's just my take. I enjoy it though. Maybe you guys can tweak it. And as always, if you guys have any ideas on how to make this deck any better, please leave it in the comments down below. Comments help out a lot. I also read all of them, so I'd really appreciate the engagement. And yeah, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the deck and how you can improve it. But that's gonna wrap up today's video. New video coming out tomorrow. I'm going to try to make a full Planeswalker deck. I mean, the most degenerate Planeswalker thing you can ever do with a mirror box. I'm hoping to do that, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, lastly, huge shout out as always goes to the Marty Mob, man. Thank you guys so much for being part of the Marty Mob. Thank you for being part of this family, and thank you so much for setting the example for everyone else in chat and live streams, things like that. Thank you guys so much for being who you are. You guys are the best, man. And if you guys want to become part of the Marty Mob and help support the channel like these fine people here, you can hit that join button down below or the link in the description. But yeah, that'll do it, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Till next time, peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. Yeah. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.